All right, the Supreme Court has rejected a business-backed challenge against the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's funding structure. In a 7-2 vote, Justice Clarence Thomas wrote, although there may be other constitutional checks on Congress's authority to create and fund an administrative agency, specifying the source and purpose is all the control the Appropriations Clause requires. CFPB Director Rohit Chopra joins us this morning. And Director Chopra, thanks for being here today. This could have been an existential crisis for the CFPB if Congress or if the Supreme Court had ruled against you in this issue. It would have brought questions about every rulemaking that you've had, every enforcement that you've had since the Bureau was first created 13 years ago. How are you feeling today?
Well, a lot of relief. If this went the wrong way, we could have seen quite a bit of turbulence in so many markets. You know, our financial markets depend on clarity, and that's really what we are trying to provide, as well as some accountability for those who violate the law and take advantage of consumers. So we see this as a big victory and sigh of relief for all the people who depend on that.
Let me tell you what a couple of the groups that have been kind of pushing back and fighting against you over the years have said. The American Financial Services Association says, while there may be CFPB staff breathing a sigh of relief over the ruling, the Supreme Court decision does nothing to bring clarity or transparency for consumers, the consumer credit marketplace, or congressional oversight. The Consumer Bankers Association says that this should not be considered a popular endorsement of the CFPB's recent and seemingly political rulemakings, many of which they say have skipped important legal requirements. I guess the point is those on the other side who are arguing with you probably won't go quietly into the night, although both of those organizations say they look forward to continuing working with you in the future. What does this mean just from a logistics perspective or from a reality perspective, what you are going to be able to do at this point and what you plan to pick up next?
Well, there's never going to be a time when big, powerful lobbyists just throw in the towel. They're going to keep fighting us, of course, because what we're doing is we're enforcing the law and making the markets work better so that people can't be cheated. So we're working on a lot of fronts, Becky, from making the mortgage market more competitive and fair, tackling credit card fees and interest rates, the scourge of junk fees that have creeped across so many markets. So all these lobbyists, junk fee lobbyists, others, they'll keep fighting, but we're going to keep doing our work every day. And honestly, that's what's really good for the markets, for there to be a set of rules that are fairly enforced.
What's the primary focus for you right now, just in terms of the next action you're going to be focusing on? People have pointed to popular credit cards and airline rewards programs that the airlines have set up.
Well, last week, Secretary Buttigieg and I hosted a hearing about these credit card rewards markets, and I'm really worried that people hear promises about points, and then suddenly it gets devalued, losing a lot of value for themselves. We invited some of the biggest credit card companies and airlines, and they were no-shows. We're going to keep going when it comes to credit cards. People are paying huge rates and huge fees. We're going to tackle them. The high interest rate environment is actually making a lot of people have some stress on their bills because of those high rates. We want to make sure no one is taken advantage of and that people are able to pay those bills and get ahead in their life. Becky, we had a lot of cases that were put on hold pending this Supreme Court decision. With this decision behind us, all of those lawsuits will start to restart, and we will be able to seek justice for all of those individuals who we think have been taken advantage of.